Good. I'm a little early and I think I'm all set up finally. It takes me a minute. There's Ted Amp. That's the guy I was talking to first night. Uh, you're inside a TBM there, Cat Daddy. You had a, you had a, no, you had an AI violate you. Yeah. AI intrusion. I'm guessing that's an AI spawn. I don't know. Yeah, I decided to finally start a livery from scratch. Right? So far, all I've ever done was just edit somebody else's livery and add to or change it around. So at this rate, I think I'll be done in about 2 months. Well, I've been using Paint.net, and it is once you learn to use the layers for everything. Just, I mean, if you're going to put a new dot on the page, make it on another layer. you know. Well, I mean, that was the first time I've tried to use Paint Not Dot, and or and it's great, and those layers are just fabulous. I mean, I've ended up with 5, 6 layers on projects trying, and then you can merge them all together and save, but you can, like I use an overlay just for where I'm going to cut paint. In fact, they're in my little drive there, shared drive. It's just well, you probably seen the I was answering somebody. Uh, but yeah, I didn't even know how to use the layout UV layouts you can get, and yeah, that's where the layers come in. And then I'll take those and I'll make just simple sketches so I know where to paint. And then I realized if I left that on a separate layer, I could literally bucket fill that, or even use a textured picture and lay that on that, delete everything else, and then copy that over as a layer and put that on the image without touching any of the other page until it's all right. Hey, yeah, in Paint you won't see anything. In Paint.net you'll see that all those files have a clear background. Okay, they're transparent. So you can throw them on a separate layer over a picture, over a texture, and then you can see where all the parts are of that aircraft. And you can even click the base layer, paint on it through the through that overlay. You're painting on the primary image with an overlay, a clear layer overlay with say just lines showing you where each part is. Yeah, they're UV layout files or something like that. Let me look. And you can find the link to my shared drive there in the pins under liveries. Well, there's still some things I use GIMP for. I mean, I like GIMP too. Yeah, in my shared drive, which you can find in, like I said, in the pin notes on the dev liveries, Xcub UV layout files. Most of these, especially in that first folder, well, none of those I made. These are just different ones that I collected from the Discord and other locations. So I think Shep made quite a few of them, and then then there's another one that's just sketched layouts, and you'll see the difference. They're just my little sketches, but they're just like a wireframe outline of where the wing is on the texture. If you're trying to paint the wing, you got to know where it is. Yeah. Yeah, that's. I just started with other people's liveries and like repainted there because then I could tell by the color of say the wings what part on that file was the wing, right? And yeah, I just started by altering other people's liveries. You can take the livery and change all the config files and the names, which I'm good at the file manipulation part anyway. I'm not so great at that. Well, I'm decent at liveries, but not. I'm not super artistic. I'm good with doing them, but yeah, it's to me it was just knowing what to edit and then where to edit, and where to edit has been a rabbit hole for me. That's why I started making those little layouts. There's a couple of parts, that I kept trying to change around, and I kept having to remake something like that where I could isolate a single part out of that file. And yeah, so I started saving them, and I'm going to go through this whole thing and just keep adding to that and then make like a painter's kit or something. Upload. Well, they might eventually come up with that, and I mean, I do it. You can do it in Blender in 3D. Uh, to me, it's a lot more complex, and I don't. But that's because I don't know Blender at all. I mean, I don't know GIMP that much. That's why when I got to realizing this Paint.net worked, I downloaded it, and I've only had it maybe a month. And yeah, I love it. I mean, GIMP is okay, but there's quite a few things I can't do in GIMP that I mean, I know it does, you know, but I just can't find this stuff. So far, Paint.net has more than enough features for me, but not so many like GIMP that it confuses me. You know, it's got some, adjustments, picture adjustments, things like that make sense to me. GIMP just menu wise, it's anything you're looking for is a needle in a haystack unless you know it. And I'm not that good with it. Well, I do it in Paint.net just now. I kind of cheat. I don't. It may actually have a way to do it, but I don't know that. But as well, I'll just select the part I want to mirror, copy it into a new image, flip it. Again, use a layer and copy it back, then move it wherever I want it. Merge the layer. But I mean, Paint.net's pretty cool. You can twist or rotate selections as well as you can skew them, stretch them. But yeah, I'm just figuring it out myself, really, the ins and outs of the DDS stuff. Oh, stream starting. Well, it's already running, but 3:35 on the counter. Or is it stuck? I'm froze. That's what it is. It's stuck. I have it turned down. That music's loud. Hello? Same here. I haven't seen any issues. I mean, that's not to say people aren't having them, but yeah, I'm on a mix of medium to high, but I don't push my stuff that much anyway. But yeah, I do get less. Oh, do I? What is the thing? I seem to be locked at 30 again. Make sure they didn't turn VSync back on. No. Yeah. Well, I had it. I think they do some behind the scenes. What is that? That active VSync. What do they call that shit nowadays? But yeah, cause I've seen this, and I've got VSync turned on because I limit it in Afterburner or Riva Tuner. if I turn VSync on in game, it limits me to 30 FPS, period. But if I disable it, I can get 40, 45 FPS, or what I was. Right now, it's dead on 30. So something's weird. Oh, yeah, yeah, I get. Right, well, then you're exactly where I am. Because, yeah, exactly. I get 60, 55, 60 on single player. And even at a busy airport, I mean, I'll get 45 or 50. I mean, I can load into KLX and I'll get 40 or 45, so long as there's not 30 people there. So yeah, the massive amount of players in your screen does affect your FPS, or mine anyway. Yeah, yeah. Well, there's a setting for the refresh on these glass screens. That was a bigger issue early on, and they did put a setting in there that helps. Mine's on low, but uh, I don't look at it, but every 2 or 3 times a trip, right? No, I'm exaggerating, obviously, but yeah. I, I didn't see any noticeable increase when I decreased it, but yeah. For me, I just turned it down because it doesn't seem to hurt. I can't tell the difference. I mean, as far as the gauge itself, the glass screen, I can't. So why not? I didn't notice any FPS increase. I mean, I even looked, had my afterburner display on. Couldn't tell, but a lot of variables anyway, so nothing's. Yeah, yeah. Of course, nothing on the units changing either, so nothing's updating. It's still pinging that many times, but it's not doing anything, so no data is being sent. I see a couple of floaters. I'm guessing they forgot that little part there about the scenery. Yeah, I think Carbon said that. Why am I the only one sitting here? Did everybody leave? No, I changed. I went. No, I went to a menu to change sound settings, so I should get everybody back. I think. Surely they didn't kick me from the server for changing sound. Huh? Well, I know you do vanish when you go to the menu. It kind of puts you in a live pause or whatever. You know, you disappear. South, slightly west of south, down the coast. I guess I'm gonna head out. Yeah, southwest. I'm still not seeing anybody. Let's jump servers. I still don't see anybody. Guess east. Uh, I just got everybody. I see you. Now you're in trouble. A couple of people are having trouble getting logged in. What is it? Huh. It's all this leather in my interior. Uh, yeah. Actually, the fellow that I showed how to do it, or I helped him figure out how to do it, and he showed me some that he had did that looked a lot better than this. And I'm gonna have to steal his technique. He had looked on the internet and found sports car seat covers, and I'm like, "You're kidding me!" And I looked. Sure enough, I could get an actual picture of a seat cover, crop it, put it right in there, and have that seat. Yeah, yeah. Well, I made some just outline drawings of different parts so I could do that. Let's give it a while. They'll apparently they'll come back. Took a minute or so for mine to come back. I was sitting there and all of a sudden everybody disappeared. I was like, where'd everybody go? Everybody last taking off or what? Again. These flights kind of make me feel like Linus or something. Why is it always me? But actually, I don't. I'm been pretty good, pretty lucky. I haven't too much had too many issues. The dead GPS is a pain in the butt. Thank God they fixed the live weather so I can actually go to the main screen and back. But no, I haven't had any of that. Performance issues, nothing. I mean, literally, right now I'm doing as good or yeah, I'm hanging out just above 35, 38 FPS. And for what I got my screen with all the multiplayer people and everything, I'd say that's pretty good. On the other hand, I do feel for the people that are having trouble. I know, optimization can help one person and hurt others. It just depends on what they do. Yeah, yeah. Some optimization's wrong for something. Some code's twisted. Well, I lost everybody, and then I swapped servers and came back, but that didn't fix it. That'll usually take a minute, but it took several minutes for people to show back up. Wow, 2 minutes. In other words, it took longer than it should. When I was like, yeah, this isn't working. I still don't have anybody, and then a minute later it came back. Yeah, just get out here by the coast, kind of fly down the coast. I don't know why they're going out. Yeah, they're going out over this the route, but the shore is turned. I mean, we'll hit the shore on the other side of this inlet area, whatever. It's not really an inlet, just indent. Right. Yeah. Sometimes they're just, yeah, that could be. Yeah, somebody else said that on the stream as well just a minute ago, and then they came back. Just on their own. Yeah, that's something on the server side then, I'm thinking. Love it when you get this thing trimmed out to where it just goes. Carbon really did a great job with the performance and stuff on this. As far as I mean, I'm no expert. Yeah, I'm gonna have to redo the. I don't know. I've got too many of the same colors or something. Is the only thing. The leather and wood interior is just almost too much of the same. Just not sure it's. Restricted view angle and screenshots. Never seen that one before. Yeah, Kev said he lost everybody in screenshots too. Look at all the butterflies or fireflies out there. Oh, wrong buttons. The back dash. What do you mean? Oh, oh, yeah. Yeah, I've seen that. Like the eagle I put on mine, I had to resize it a couple of different times to get it looking right. But like an airplane, you can walk off and go get coffee, and it behaves. Yeah, this is one of those games. It's hard to see it all. If you're a completionist, this will really screw you. I just did. How long was that? 5 minutes for you? Jeez. Yeah, that's something on the server. Sync issues or something. It's weird. All right, Marlon. Had to zoom by me in the Africa. Twice lost to CTD. It's easy to do. You forget. I've done the same thing. The only bird. Haven't seen him in a while. Uh, Yeah, well, Minnesota Rich and there's one or two others that should have been flying them here lately. He was the original, the first guy that. I mean, we were all just flying around all of a sudden, and we're parked at some little bush strip. I mean, it was like 2,500 feet, maybe. You know, 10, 12 of us, and he lands this thing, 747 or something, sort of at this little bush strip, crash off. He goes through the trees and taxis back. And followed us for a long time, landing at all these little bitty airstrips with us. And ever since then, it's like somebody, him or somebody, has shown up in a big aircraft. I think it's neat. I can laugh every time I see him fly by. He was the one we were originally talking about. He needs a livery with the Bush League Legends on it. I've seen it take, yeah, it does seem like the clicks are slowing down, but not serious. North and south, yeah. Yeah, a lot of your small runways don't have numbered ID. It's our group of 53. Request landing all runways. Nice. Uh, City unto itself, huh? That's pretty much what the, you know, originally like forts or castles. I guess castles would be closer to the palace. Yeah, they're talking about animals. You know, I agree. That's something I want to see more random animals and so on. Well, I mean, point. Yeah, and point. Yeah, would is correct. As flying an airplane, birds are going to be more important than anything. But I think random like somehow tie them to the airports where you see random different regional animals around different airports when you land or take off would be just too cool. Yeah, yeah, and then more fauna of all kinds. I thought that's where we just left. Nabiba, Namib. Okay, yeah. My bad. Naturally, it looks to me like the north runway is going to be the best choice, but I don't know if these guys are going to want to go around for 7 knots. That's like 7 knot tailwind is eh. I didn't load it in little nav map, so all I got's a dot. Let's see, I should be able to see that in the in-game map, huh? No, it doesn't show a runway or anything on that. Yeah, actually, I see the runway. Barely, but I can see it, yeah. Alright, no, is that it? No, that's not it yet. It's just a shadow. It should be on, we're like right on the beach here somewhere, huh? Bahia dos Tigres. That's the name of where we're landing. Where we're landing right now is Bahia dos Tigres. Two tigers? Two Tigers Beach? I don't know, is that what BIOS is? I'm only about a mile and a half out, and I haven't seen it, but I can't tell. I don't have any info, so I don't know if it's dirt, paved, nothing. There you go. Ah, that's it. Get rid of those name tags so I can see it. I guess I'm in downwind, so I'm probably going to land against the traffic. I come in way too hot to land that way. And oh no, I'm not. I'm in upwind for a downwind landing. Damn it. Ah, about right. Either way. It almost looked like I did that on purpose. I left the wrong way, crossed the runway, came to a stop right there. Like I said, like I said, it almost looked like I did that on purpose. That's my story. I meant to do that. That was one of my worst landings. And this is another custom, and I guess I mean I got the scenery, I just don't have it on little nav maps. Yeah, I like it. Go- Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just didn't bother. I'm glad he didn't use any the libraries. I mean, they're great, but there's I think they figured out like Icy figured out how to incorporate it into a scenery, so you don't have to have a separate library. That would be cool. Yeah, well, that and you either you gotta have them all enabled or you gotta double check every time you turn on a scenery if it needs it, and it gets redundant to have the same textures in each scenery. But for me, with I use add-on linker, it works a lot easier for me. Float plane and a floating plane. Yeah. Hmm. I'm at minus 20 feet. Here we go. I don't know if the carbon. I know the gravel will keep up, but I don't have them installed, so I just see bonanzas. Do I still have my hazards on? Yeah, turn those off. There goes carbon, I think. Look like his airplane. Guess I could turn my name tags back on. I might tell. Carbon. What is this? A long one? He's going up high. No, he's not going that high. Uh, yeah, I don't think it's suggested, but probably. I mean, in game you can fly them inverted. Yeah, I'm right behind him, or not far behind him. I keep losing some names. I mean, normally it does it when you move your view, but now I'm just it. Some names will fade in and out, just on their own.
Good evening, chaps.
Good evening.
Oh, a little bit late. Did you take off earlier?
Yeah, at daylight savings here in the U.S., so it's an hour earlier for us.
Ah, that explains a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's true. So, yeah, yeah. It's only that's midnight now, so stick around for half an hour. Bedtime. Just catching you up. You've just taken off from that first EGO1.
That's that's correct.
Yeah, I can see. I'll just spawn a not much around here. It's flat and uninteresting. So what was the extra scenery? Was it sample landed at?
The first two, yeah,
Yeah,
which were already passed. So if you don't have it, it's not a.
yeah.
Good dudes. Yeah, problematic. Yeah, it's a trick. I saw the movie, and I don't have anything to make a sale out of. Is this an airport? What are we doing here? Yeah, I don't know. I'm just looked like Carbon was turning right there, but I guess not. It's weird his name keeps fading in and out. I guess it's because we got so many people. Shouldn't even name tag keep up with somebody, right? Get close enough. That means I'm too far. And the lights are like fireflies, hard to keep track of. Yeah, I remember landing in there. Well, mine was crashing there. Oh, it was horrible. I mean, there were only like three of us that made it, three or four people that made it. I didn't, obviously, but yeah, we had like icing and 20 knot, 30 knot crosswinds. It was worse than a challenge by a long shot. Yeah, I kind of got into the Unreal too, but it changes, but not like live. I mean, live is just so much more dynamic feeling. I don't know if it is, but it feels it. It has. Yeah, a lot more natural transitions, and yeah, I don't know. Yeah, nothing specific. I still have it. I like it. Sometimes kind of a cheat if I'm trying to land in one of these flights or something and it's horrid. I'll swap to Unreal to see if it's a little better. It's still live, right? This is cool. What's that red bush? I do have the. That's neat. I do have the fall mod in, so. Yeah, Talking about smashing their gear on the ground. What have they done? I see a lot of people conglomerating here. Waypoint 2, is that anything? No, that's just where we hit this river. Yeah. Ah. Oh, darn, I gotta figure out how to turn it on again. Not that one. More options. No. Oh, that's right. Oh, you got it. What are you looking at Wendy.com or something? Oh. I knew that. Is that Nimbia? Is that what you said? Is that where? Cool. I see a definite ravine coming up. And I don't know why. Oh, he's following some little tributary to it. I'm gonna cut the corner. Nah, I guess not. Right. Oh, I'm right behind Carbon now. I can see his flashies. I guess J Dog's keeping pace with him pretty good. And uh, Cedar Mikey is all over their tail. Yeah, we're all kind of converging in here. There's look out, red line. There you go. Yeah. Turn the tags, transponders off. We are under the radar at this point. I love that. Love the fall mod. That trees really look cool with those reds in them and stuff. Yeah, going over G for G there. I guarantee it. I tell you what. Oh yeah, it goes downhill there. Can you imagine some kid, poor kid, sitting on the bank fishing? Yeah. That's a pretty good looking bank there. That would have made a good landing. Yeah, this one isn't as good as the one we do in that up by the BLL place, but I still have that route. The BLL hub. There's a circular route you can go around through there, and about half of it's through these big ravines and canyons. Oh, look at these. I've never seen a river this lumpy. I didn't know rivers had. Yeah, I didn't know rivers had hills in them. Yeah, I mean, this I got hills and bumps in the river. Hey, almost chopped somebody's tail off. Yeah, we're in Africa. Where's our hippos? Elephants. Yeah, maybe a lion or two sitting up on the hill. Don't break down. Nice. Alright, we're already past our waypoint, so Carbon's taking a hard right. Yeah, yeah. He didn't want. Well, this may be might be like a ravine or a tributary that he had planned on coming out, but definitely took a hard right there. Welcome to Namibia. I love that, the flames on that one. Danger Supreme or whatever I think it's called. Yeah, that's cool. A little flashy for me, but cool. Seems to be one of these flights where cruise speed's full throttle. Have you noticed? Eh, yeah, I told somebody that on Discord once. They're like, "What's cruise speed?" Fast as you go. Yeah, firewall. Oh, a little bit of turbulence coming over the hill. Seem to be taking another ride over the crest here, I guess. Assuming we're gonna ease back left. Yep. Runway should be up 4 miles out. Crosswind no matter what. So. French. Portuguese. Yeah. Wow. You're right. Should be getting close here. What do I got? 2 miles. Yeah, yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that. I have no idea. Yeah. I'm on TNG before I get there if I keep trying to get under these guys. I'm gonna take a bio. Yeah, that's pretty neat. I did not know that. And I'm even got a little bit of German in me. You'd think I'd know that kind of stuff, right? I see how everybody is. Go to the bathroom, everybody leaves. You know, I had that happen at a restaurant once. Yeah, it ain't my fault. Finding a tree around here is hard to do. Darn it, I didn't get any coffee. Come on, Chim. Come up there so I can let go. Yeah, it'll work. I gotta get up high enough to clear this ridge or it'll just run me into the ridge before I can set the vertical speed. But there we go. I got it on a good climb, steady now. Luckily, my coffee pot's only about 6 feet away. Alright, level back down now. Oh, uh, yeah. Oh, we're gonna turn. We're gonna go left, so we may be going to the left of that big stuff. I don't know. I'm at 3,700 leveling out. I can get across this one. Actually, it shows all green on my synth, so technically I should be able to get through there. But got back just in time to get the turbulence off the hills here. Cool. Yeah, these actually look heck. They look pretty good. You don't have too many trees to worry about like you do in some places, huh? Yeah, yeah. I don't need radar to tell that. And I didn't bring my duck suit. Wow, I must have done that in pretty good time. I still see carbon. I pulled up and I'm literally about as far back as he. Like I didn't lose any ground. Normally it seems like I lose a lot of ground. Quick turnaround. Yeah, quick turnaround there. Cause I didn't give it nothing. I came to a stop, turned it back on, and took back off. Yeah, these are some pretty cool scenery in here. Red dirt, up against these green mountains, and just wow. I mean, running into the rain though, or low scuddy clouds, however you want to look at it. I can't tell if it's rain or not, or just definitely looks like rain. Yeah, if rain looks like rain in this game, then that's rain. Got to have to tell him, quit calling dead sticks in this mud. I can't get it on my leather. Yeah, can't get out and change a spark plug in this crap. Yeah. Oh, I did grab a texture I was gonna put under this foot plate, for the stamped aluminum look. Eh, Yeah, you're good. I also grabbed I found I want a EA emblem, EAA, experimental aircraft. Oh yeah, I'm at 2,800. I might want to climb a little bit, huh? What altitude? Oh, maybe I. There we go. That'll help a little. Pull my mixture back. I'm like, why am I losing so much power? There we go. Now she feels like she's got a little muscle again. Yeah, I haven't seen any rain, but I definitely see the scud coming ahead. Oh darn! I forgot to turn on that. No, my snap screenshot thingy. I guess I can start it now. I've got close to zero visibility with less coming up. Yeah, I could see it. That's which is incredible, really. And that's pretty cool. I can see a wall of cloud that I'm assuming is that rain y'all are in right ahead of me. I'm still trying to catch back up again, obviously. Same here. It's the number under your altitude, the little number in bluish, and it's inches of mercury. That's perfect. So you do have live weather. I don't know why you don't have any clouds. Or was that you? May have to here in a minute. No point in ham flying if you can't see anything anyway. Right now I'm following the little dots, literally. That's all I can see. Yeah, not. Yep, there's the rain. I finally entered it. I love it. I mean, I remember flying, 195 and stuff like that was fantasy. I'm at 53, and I think I'm going to clear it. I can see the mountain. Oh, yeah. Coming over, cresting it at about 5,400. Nice. I usually use a little nav map for, to help me with the weather. It at least gives you wind speeds and things to check. But now that we have that in the radar, I'm not sure I really need it for that.
What's the deal with the rain? I can hear the rain. I don't see it. Shoulder. Yeah, on the shoulder. Come on, in the
Yeah, I've noticed. Did that fix it? I didn't know there was a setting for that either. Yeah, I didn't even know there was such a setting. That's pretty neat. Hey, that and I just love options. The more settings, the better. I don't, even if I don't use them, somebody might.
to clean the windshield. I've got my windshield. I think everybody
Uh,
by the strut.
and yeah, the whole aircraft looks brand new, but it's got a dirty windshield. Have you ever figured that out?
Something that could be. There's a couple of scratches as well. You see certain lights from certain.
Yeah, I've seen several people ask about where the glass and stuff is, and who knows? I'm having enough trouble just still finding all the parts on this thing to paint it. I mean, I can find the big ones, then it gets down to these little rails and things, and it's like, oh my god. And I've got one. I got to figure out how to line up some stripes on from the tail fin to the elevator. That's gonna be fun. They're on a separate page. Don't ask me why. Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know how to do it in Blender. I yeah. You got to. I think depending. So that just gives you a location, basically. Well, it actually prints it in the correct location, I should say, right?
Yeah.
Cool. And into a into a legitimate texture location, and then you just clip it and put it on your 2D. See, because I just do it on 2D, and yeah, it can be a nightmare trying to get stuff like that.
Yeah, you just
Well, I had this idea. Actually, I had this idea earlier, and I mean, my problem is they're on two different pages, right? And I'm like, but on the other hand,
use
right, but on the other hand, all I got to do is copy out each part to a third layer, to a third image, whatever, line them up, put my logo on there, and then copy them back to the correct file. Wouldn't that? I mean, I haven't tried it, but that's kind of my. Right, right. Move them to an extra image, get them dead lined up like they are in the game, print that, and then clip that back into my texture. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna give it a try. I'll let you know if it works tomorrow. Yeah, that was because I've been trying to just manually lay it in there, and then you just moving it happenstance. Oh, I think it needs to go this far, and I'm like, there's got to be a better way. There has to be a better way. Yeah, I just didn't even know there was one running my mouth. Did it fail or did he crash? Yeah, yeah. 10 miles or so, yeah. 13 is what I am, so y'all are probably 10. I'm still full throttle trying to catch up. I don't know. The dead stick. Not, yeah, I'm not dead last. I sure hope we hit an open area before we get there in the clouds, an opening in the clouds. I, I don't see an ILS feather, so no. This is one of those synth version ILS landings. Well, I'm 11.2 miles. It appears he also lost his game. Either he probably crashed, CTD'd or something. I don't know. He crashed. He's logging back. Talking about Matt, that's streaming. Oh wow. Really, for these flights, that's not a bad idea. But I don't. I hate. I got enough settings and things to mess with. The more I don't do, the better off I am. Yeah, that's probably smart, but. Curious if how much humidity would affect your mixture in the game. I mean, high humidity, you normally you'd have to thin more for high humidity. But yeah, well, just the moisture gives you more oxygen. I think is why when you have water vapor, same thing as a water injector. Well, I should be just about lined up with the airport, 6 miles out. Well, not lined up, but I'm dead on my FMS arrow. Let's put it that way. And there is a runway in line if we want to land 8 knot tailwind. I'm in the tail dragger. That'll be fun. What's everybody slowing down for? You're supposed to say because they're smart. Still 3 miles out, and now all of a sudden I'm passing everybody. They're slowing down too early. Is that them? Is that it? Rarely ever see it that far out. Yeah, that's it. I see runway in sight. Right past that river. Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, wind's jumping all over. Wow. Can you see that? Is my wind indicator just screwy? Because it's going back and forth. Okay. I'm showing one, yeah, 1 knot, but it's jumping all over. I better cut power. Drop some speed. Float it. Float that runway, boys. I think I'm in line. 20 airplanes ahead of me. Oh, he put on the air brakes there. Damn, he's at stall speed already. Ah. There you go. Oh, turn too short. Getting how's my fuel looking? Not that they have any here, right? Did I not turn? I must have turned my. There you go.
You leave
Uh,
to the time.
yeah, see, after a bit, Ron.
One down.
Maybe on a holiday. Good night. All right, now we go. Yeah. What, the clouds aren't low enough? They got to get up here to them? Carbon's looks like a nice break in the clouds everywhere except for where we're going. It's actually been an interesting flight. I like that we have a waypoint or two or whatever to break it up. Doesn't seem like real long legs, you know. Yeah, some of those, when you got 90, 100 miles or more between one point and another, it's eh, yeah, yeah. Well, there at a couple of points there just was nothing there in the interior. Just no airports, nothing like that, so we didn't have much choice. But yeah, I'm sure that's why they decided to veer out, veer in. I don't even think this does it show this in the route. I've only looked at. I even found that it even had one the other day. So okay, well here on the BLL website, yeah, you don't really. Well, there's a veer in here, so yeah, it's always been planned. Let's save that image. Yeah, a couple of big cities in there. I mean, if you look, there's a route page on the website that gives the general route. I mean, I think he went to major points, major cities or whatever to get the general direction, and then yeah, I think that's one of the points that are defined on the map, kind of thing. But how we get between those points and everything, it's just up for like if you look around and find something nearby our route, that's interesting, just suggest it in Discord. They'll add it. They're all about, you know, that's the whole point. Is this isn't a speed test around the world trip. We're want to actually bush fly. I'm guessing that's gonna be a thing all the way. I forget that there was one mountain they made it up to. It took us an hour. Yeah, yeah, I'm sure we'll get there. But like I say, look at the world map there on the Bush League Legends website. It'll give you a general idea of where we're headed from here. For a while. They're gonna hit anything that's interesting. That's basically, yeah, yeah. So just refresh because it's still working for me. Uh oh, dang it. Runway 10 and 28. Yeah, just when we get near there, just mention it in general. That Carbon's pretty. Yeah, he wants to do what's interesting. That's the whole point of the trip. If we were just trying to fly around the world, you could do, pretty quick. Yeah, I'm doing actually the there's a bush trip for Amelia Earhart's route, and yeah, well, there's a bush trip on Flight MTO that you can download and play. And I've kind of been, I started that and I edited it, so I'm flying a 208 with a long range mod. Yeah, yeah, I threw it in there in case somebody wanted it for just default performance. Well, there's actually three edits I did. I literally listed what file they were and what edits they are even. Let's see if I can remember. I mean, the fuel flow I reduced from 1.0 to 0.75. I added two 80-gallon tanks, I think, auxiliary tanks, which puts you real close to the max payload with a couple of 100 pounds left over for UN gear, maybe three something. And what was the third one? Huh. Give me a sec. I don't know. Should be coming at a run up to a runway here. You say full stop here? I missed it. That's what I thought I heard. Thank you. Yeah, that's probably. Oh, okay. Yeah, those are the only two changes. The other one I changed the pilot, male and female. So you have a male pilot and a female co-pilot. Uh, Added a default tail number. Since I still want a crash dummy. It's not the same. You don't have instruments. I got a seat. Just got the back of a seat. You got pedals, a stick, and throttle, and that's it. I think well, you can get it on camera position at least. I don't think so, no. Yeah, everybody's doing a short stall, so we can hit this. Yeah, and they've been carrying fuel over from flight to flight. So if we stopped like that last place we landed didn't have any fuel, so they were carrying over whatever they had. Meaning they didn't start with a full tank. I'm not. I don't pay that much attention. Why is why not like all the way at zero? No, she's creeping forward without the parking brake at idle. I guess that big engine. Yeah. All right, I see the fearless leader over there. Yeah, if I take the parking brakes off at dead idle, it starts creeping forward. That'll teach me to use that dang parking brake, won't it? SDO and a TBN. Oh no, he's just inside a spawner probably. No, he's flying one. Can't mistake that noise. I don't see our fearless leader ahead. Can't be that far behind him. Uh, I see. Yeah, I see you. There it is. I'm behind you and low. Coming up. Yeah, yeah. I see Icy too. I see a couple. There he is. His name just popped out of the crowd. Went behind Icy again. Right, yeah. That's all right. We were sitting out in the parking lot, asking each other what everybody was in, and there were two or three people seeing liveries, but not the right ones. Like, what? I mean, they were describing a livery to one person, and they're like, "Yeah, but that's not what I'm in." So I don't know. But yeah, I've seen it do that. Just lose the liveries and, load in one time you could see them, go out of view and then load back into view and be right. Just no telling. I guess we're going to get in this river. Guess I can quit climbing, huh? What am I doing? I need to be in here. How fast are you going? He says. Yeah. Can't tell. I'm full throttle. Oh man, hate that when that happens. Yeah, especially on curve like this, they can really get you easy. Did I hear him say they were throttling back? I might catch up to him if I don't wingtip like he did. Wee. Yeah, get off the water, damn it. That was close. You almost distracted me there. Apparently you startled him. That's good. Holy water mountains. Whoa, geez, that's a class 5 right there. Yeah. Yeah, that's a class 5 there. Why is everybody turning there? Is that where the river goes? You're kidding me. Horseshoe? Yep. Elevation issue. It's the elevation issue. Sounds like a sister-in-law or something. Something you definitely don't need. Oh no, no, don't worry about it. Yeah, I do too. They'll laugh about it. FYOP is our next airport. That's the. Is that the last one? I can't. Right. Yeah, we got a waypoint or so to go. One way, two waypoints. I don't know who's under me. Let me get out of here. Yeah, a lot of these in the hills and stuff may be rapids. I mean, how does it show a rapid? Like falls or rapids, but a lot of this is just terrain glitch. I've never seen rivers with rolling hills before. That's not a. That's just an issue. Still pretty cool. I see. I need to give me some more. Oh, there we go. Now we can land. Wow. Got to. Just got to. Well, truthfully, that analogy isn't totally inappropriate. Oh, look, a glitch. All right, where are we going, bosses? Yeah, I know where the airport is. I'm just looking for the. Oh, there we go. I see. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm dead. Oh wait. Ah, can I get back to the road? Ah, I may make it. I may actually make it. Jeez. What was that noise? Yeah, that's what it sounded like, actually. Holy crap! I can't believe I read that. I was low. I was I was low, 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 low. Yeah, I'll just go really slow. Let us catch up. Oh, I guess I need to turn the mixture back on if I want to go somewhere. It's like, oh, now I have a real problem. His great idea was this. Now I gotta uh, on carbon. FYOP. Let's see. I'm bold, or yeah, almost looks like a plateau on top of a hill or something, maybe. I love the weather. And it just, yeah, just adds another layer to it. I love that weather. Yeah, I just, if I got to catch up or something, that Y key works wonders. Between that and spawning directly on somebody, it's well, if you yeah, you can't log in with it without starting at the very first start. Well, I guess you could slew all the way from there. I don't worry too much about it. I've gotten pretty good at hitting that direct too. I just don't have the waypoints. You're watching Carbon Prop. Is that what I'm reading at the bottom? Yeah. Yeah, there's a, if you look at the bottom of the host, what? So this may not be, did we get dead stick? Or are they just looking? Oh, gotcha. And you on the ground over there, J Dog? Yeah, I thought it looked like you were sitting on surface. Yeah, I think I'm gonna throttle back from. Apparently, it shows up as a CJ for everybody that doesn't have it. You still have to have it, I think. Now that I kind of disagree. If they have it in the market, then it ought to be available to everybody.
I really want to be kind of interesting to get carrier. I did carrier. Yes. What model?
All right, so
Helicopters.
helicopters are a trick. It's kind of like juggling and standing on a basketball at the same time. I messed with one in FSX and got okay with it, but I won't. That was the little one, whatever the little Robinson or whatever. R22. Yeah, and or and or controls. Yeah, but yeah.
Uh, I'm not complaining. This is good.
Yeah, I can't say. I know I have tried the DCS, the base game or whatever. My PC will run it. Just not really super into heavy metal, so
Get it just. They have their own.
I think the base game only had one prop plane in it. Yeah, I'm up here at 55. I'm 16 miles. $21.03 runways. A 3,800 foot elevation and tons of runway. Who's fly inside? Speaking of helicopters. Apparently they're going to make a Bell 47. It's the one from MASH. Yeah, that's a lot like the little Robin R22 that I flew in FSX too. So it's fly inside. They here. The link is in Marketplace channel. Mike Fear threw it in there. Well, and I mean, I don't know the payware, but if that's a reputable payware, the good thing about that too is if they do update the flight model for helicopters, Asobo, I mean, then then uh, Fly Inside, Fly Inside will update their aircraft. Hopefully, would keep the aircraft updated. Real close. Not exactly. Straight in. I'm 6 miles out. Huh? Went a little too far, didn't I? Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't a super long flight. We seemed to cruise through. Yeah. It stopped right there. Are they all the way down at the other end since I stopped? Yeah, I guess so. Up, Big Ben nosed over on the runway right at the end. That sucks. There. Put parking brake on. We got Viper and quite a few people down here at this end. They're all scattered out. In the middle, yeah. I just stopped in the middle. That's where I got off the runway. Oh, I gotta stretch. And there's another character mod we need, like a Red Baron with a scarf and everything. Yeah.
Yep, good night, guys.
Everybody have a good evening. See you soon.